more of a
presidential like
material.
Yes,
I'm a presidential material.
Yes.
Okay, Enra. Na MPP for so say woman so de omo de ba. No mo busa kosa. Na former deputy finance minister Etiwa Mrasebedwani Abra Asare ena ono di nkomo. Omo nyina di bi na yenti Abra Asare nsemo a wo de to Ghana for anim. Or say budget no a lack credibility. Abra Asare.
2014 compensations budget was 1.28 billion. So assuming you add 10% give or take, and then let's say it goes to 1.4 billion Ghana cedis for national security, and you add the 326 that existed in 2024, it comes to about 1.7 billion Ghana cedis. So there's a clear difference of $1 billion Ghana cedis added to a lean government compensation. Ladies and gentlemen, we need answers. That is why I say that the budget lacks credibility, and so they should come again. On this note, I would like to invite my brother, Dr.
Amin Adams criticized the finance minister for including 49.2 billion cedis in the data which threw fiscal deficit away. He called that move Sakawa. Why so? Let's hear.
We must also note that our fiscal framework focuses on central government operations. Therefore, claims which have not been properly audited can introduce many elements of general government, which is what we think has happened. A classic example is the Controller and Accountant General's final accounts, which is one of the sources of information for the fiscal framework, but is based on general government accounting. So if you take the information from it on the face value and plug it into the fiscal framework, you will be reporting on two very distinct items. And so what we usually do at the Ministry of Finance is to work through the numbers and pick the central government expenditures only. This can only be done, ladies and gentlemen, through verification and auditing. It is therefore curious how the finance minister will come to Parliament with a budget and say that the fiscal deficit and primary deficit on commitment, which he announced, were derived using a certain data on claims, which he is yet to audit. Yet, he has announced results derived from the data to the effect that the economy was badly managed. It is too elementary to know that when you have not audited your figures, you cannot use them for an important work like the national budget. Otherwise, you create credibility problems for the conclusions of the budget, as the Honorable Atufosin has just done. And so you put 49.2 billion Ghana cedis in the fiscal framework to arrive at higher fiscal deficit. And then, in the same budget, you say that you are yet to audit the 49.2 billion Ghana cedis. So on what basis did you validate the 49.2 billion Ghana cedis? Before
okay. And you know, not some all can you say Atufosin Ghana for to some for no aseda the incorrect data abetua bonsin, and the purpose is to tarnish the image of the MPP administration. And also what can I say?
But colleagues, this is where it gets interesting. They have erroneously churned out this wrong data in a bid to tarnish the image of the MPP administration by including 49.2 billion Ghana cedis in expenditure claims without any basis. Before the start of the IMF program in 2023, we had agreed with the IMF to set the fiscal anchor based on which we will monitor the IMF program. And these were the fiscal balances on commitment basis, primary balance and overall fiscal balance. It was in a bid to have a real-time view on arrears accumulation.
Okay. Now, you're going to abla kwa kopie mrasebe fie. Now, the question be continue also be a statement. And all catch the Ghana for say so far there Ghana 450 and a America yɛde wɔn ba fie by June. Yɛnti okuje to ablakwa.
Updates from the Washington mission indicates as follows. Currently, there are 150 Ghanaians in detention across various centers in the U.S. who are awaiting deportation for crimes such as rape, internet fraud, and illegal entry. None of the affected Ghanaians are in detention as we speak. 50 out of the 150 individuals have received final deportation orders from the courts. Their deportation is expected to take place by mid-year, mid-2025. The remaining 100 cases are either under appeal or have been dismissed. Representations have been made to U.S. authorities on behalf of one Ghanaian on the grounds of ill health, and he has been released to seek medical care. 3 Ghanaians have also been processed and are scheduled to depart from the United States on commercial flights on the 19th of March 2025, the 28th of March 2025, and 1st April 2025, respectively. 10 Ghanaians have also been interviewed by the embassy to verify their nationalities and ensure that they have received a fair hearing. They are now awaiting the Department of Homeland Security to purchase their flight tickets before their travel documents for their deportation can be issued.
Yeah. Okuja to black kwa sa kasafa. Passport ho. Watch there. The hu be hia mo be kaya or call appointment committee anim. O catch there almost say ono de hu de ntia o say passport boy tensa. Na on be fa kwan bi so aboa anop enra. What the to no asebedwafo anim. E wo kwan on be fa so passport. On be tete so ama ayefo na Ghana ni bi etmenya be yentie no.
Instructions I have received from His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama. We are pleased to announce a reduction in the cost of the ordinary passport booklet, that is the 32-page booklet, from the 500 Ghana cedis to 350 Ghana cedis. We will in the coming days be presenting an amendment to the fees and charges to ensure that this reduction is approved by the House from 500 Ghana cedis down to 350 Ghana cedis. That is the new policy position of the Mahama administration. I'm sure, Mr. Speaker, you might have read that a passport reform committee has been set up to study and review the contract which we inherited. That review is underway, and indeed all the partners are meeting tomorrow to conclude the exercise of the...
Okay, until Okuja to Ablakwa, Foreign Affairs Minister, and no. Omanhene John Mama say, state-owned enterprises are the postal losses will not be tolerated, and has promised that his administration will ensure state-owned enterprises are run efficiently, insisting that state-owned enterprises that make losses will be reformed, merged, privatized, or shut down. Or say that say, Omuba reform no, Ome kambi enu abom, ana say, Omo de mema ankrankra, ana Ome tumkra. Omanhene John Dramani Mahama. Then you and
enforce performance contracts with heads of entities. 2. Conduct regular in-depth assessment of SOE finances, ensuring transparency and exposing mismanagement. 3. Issue binding directives, implement compliance mechanisms, and intervene directly in underperforming entities. 4. Commission independent audits to identify inefficiencies and financial leakages. And 5. Set and monitor performance metrics with tangible consequences for non-performance. Loss-making SOEs will no longer be tolerated. They will be swiftly reformed, they will be merged, privatized or shut down.
What can we? Any abre? Oh yeah, obe bobu to cry na free or na ye jai on cry. Wasaka bill or say the era of impunity, mediocrity, and financial recklessness must end today. It is not going to be business as usual. President wants CEOs.
And we expect something completely different from you. The reports we would look at next year will be the report for 2024. So really your performance will show when we do the 2026 review, that will show for 2025. And I'm going to come and sit in that review and we will mark you based on your performances. And if you're not matching with the pace of the reset agenda, you might be asked to step aside. And so if that adds to the horror movie, that's the intention. Many of our SOEs have been used as mere instruments for generating personal wealth for persons appointed to positions within the entity. And who are the ones responsible for this situation? It's the chief executives, the management, and the management boards of these enterprises. Some of these enterprises have become perennial loss makers, draining public funds with bloated budgets, unjustified allowances and perks, and unnecessary expenditures, while relying on government bailouts as if they were entitled to them. Indeed, many of your entities are at their lowest points in the entire history of the Fourth Republic. Ladies and gentlemen, the era of impunity, mediocrity, and financial recklessness must end today.
Ghana nya IGP foforo. Na ebo boba say IGP no obeko. Na omampani jo mama nam the Kasamafo, Minister for Communication, Government Business, MP, Felix Ofosukwachi. Eso say yen kan kire o man no nyina say tete nyohunu. Jesi a COP tete yohunu Christian wono na jesi a woye IGP na aso police fo bi bose wo mu tanyame ase yentie a police fo a wo video no mo ma yetwa video no police fo
the joy is all over. The joy is everywhere. We are going to win from our heart. Oh, Ghana, the security is in our hand, and this is what we have been ending the praying for. We thank God. We thank God for that. For listening to our President Obama. God bless you. We have really listened to our prayers. Oh, we are done. We don't forever. You can see the jubilant. Everybody is out there. Police. We have a jubilant from everywhere. Everybody's happy. Oh. At long last, at long last, at long last.
Police headquarters, any police precinct, because a precinct, abroche for you su precinct, yeah, the any station. And I'm for Omwa Kano. So I in the Nanke Kochu Bio, and now Omu Kobebi, Omu Bose. Yaw, as Antiakwaba. Adeakye me who be down. Say a president announced another IGP. Now police. Oh, my security expert here, I know I will not take it out. But say IGP presidency will add the new one about. Now police for openly with cameras. They are not afraid, jubilating. And you can hear behind Dede. But this was a celebrity police officer. IGP Aganyan Yaw. Yena born also. Enti a go for dampare, where did he go wrong? Yeah, I mean, just every hole.
Me de Enra ya Grace mo the statement na to TV no so akonta baby statement.
Can we have the statement back?
A bit the wedding as the wedding of the statement at nowhere no more than a secret for your
President John Dramani Mahama has, in accordance with Article 91 and 202 of the 1992 Constitution, and in consultation with the Council of State, appointed Commissioner of Police COP Christian Tete Yohonu as the Inspector General of Police. He replaces COP Dr. George Akufu Dampare. COP Yohonu brings 40 years of experience to the position of IGP and is expected to oversee the modernization and transformation of the Ghana Police. Most of them are not young. Who say the president therefore thanks the COP for the service and one.
I never come so say Mama buy a Sakubia. I said the first dismissal. The first, yes.
And this is the first sacking.
Miss on records.
Yeah.
Yes. Talking somebody was in another style of issue statement. If you are who said, say why you man ma pam.
Oh no, but most Omanhene John Dramani Mahama.
Say that was said there.
What damn go fast one let them move abroad.
Let the SIC girl no. I the statement by say like
depends on
the circumstance.
Where did say Yahweh me try hakai. Say Kofi Boakye any Omanhene John Mahama the director of operations one in China. I was Jubilee House. Dampare won't call. Maybe they no crack can resign.
Dampare as unfortunate me statement a be a good place na me obi man just like BEC ni wasi no no police administration performance or money BEC yes because I said them here na me home te
no but yeah
the moral
police for din komo
the moral the moral aspect in man
asante when we be here the
service was
the service felt gagged by Dampare.
Oh yeah,
share
PRO
the whole 16 regions. No PRO can talk.
No, even the regional commanders.
No regional commander can talk. What is this?
This is
public directorate. So always they were giving us reported speech.
Into one say as someone be banana go call grounds on more. The omuka no on crying. The brains and chef for no.
Totally different.
Na be dey akotade ba akoso no hu say Dampare will not last onko ntra wiki. Ayamra no say ase Ghana for bi Professor Kwesieni ene Bentel at the president court ko Supreme Court say omo ko stop ne say ontimi sake IGP ene your friend say Chief of Defense Staff ene service commanders bia na meka say man yi de na to asemu one hwe ya wiki nkosi Friday eno me hu say dem am say Dampare will not last and then call you on last.
Former lands minister works at housing near friends.
Works in housing.
And Sana and so called.
Oh, I attach here.
Attach Yannick can crash us and maybe any.
I go to Supreme Court to know.
What for prayer, you man,
where's my charge sheet?
Yannick can crash you 10 days.
10 days.
I walk at the crash prison. Maybe any. Maybe who's going to warn it? Momo de Omanhene Koko.
Yes, and Mampeni.
What would I say before?
Yes, I'm gonna a map upon Yapam. Maybe the Sunday be an say. Omufi so omo kwa
Ghana Mampeni to me Ghana Mampeni wo. Nanado. Don't level Pamu Supreme Court and will say you cannot sack anybody arbitrarily. Don't go over Baba.
It's almost a reinstatement. Supreme Court can change.
Don't level by
the age date of birth for our sister. No, some pension.
They say Supreme Court will say even now CEOs. Yes, there is a rule as Supreme Court said they cannot be arbitrarily sacked just because there's a new government.
The change of government.
And Sompa, they have a way of negotiating with you and telling you. Now, NDC for no crown. One presence,
from Monday,
this week, Ghana Post said this week they used to so call it.
By say
Oseko for no resigning.
No, not where.
Yeah, be sure so to tune in.
Or negotiating.
I said sometimes I name
none of the
okay.
Who
said the Donko is the national Service Authority Deputy Director.
Nee, Akuta o deserve it. O deserve it.
Donko.
O deserve it.
On a koye deputy and
National Service.
National Service. And open say masa. Ghost names who was
National Service one work is here.
National Service, there's one gentleman been a overseas.
Yeah, let me say.
On
the don't call
issue check. Ne so mfan kutu
yeah, you need
to omo say surplus so there
let me say Ghost names was
but my damn parade there no there. Me.
That parade be busa. Man yan dia.
Oh my.
The sacking I quite it's like embarrassing. Your very own age. It means some things when
apart from saying be a banner crowd and Pepe be said and Peboni be so be you amongst your own officers, your rating was low, and that gave the government that the power to let you go because on say the political among the police the control power there were some officers be over. Who's the other police?
Yeah.
Nanya no nema ye kwate committee. Papa ya no wo oboasi. Be kwai.
COP.
Itimi kwate committee madam pare kujina. And the pain was this. MPP winning power come sack it pare.
Oh, damn pare there na.
NDC so buy our mom pay.
On say
on the na party be here.
Damn pare.
The MPP felt say why you Judas.
There's somebody like that too. Because that's NDC purpose yes, I can be for person.
Minerals Commission.
Minerals
Commission CEO
not so MPP for person second on.
And Minerals Commission CEO no so direct.
Yes, direct since your mama time.
Who tell me?
And what say hold
it? Direct guru of Ibrahim.
Did that thing now?
Oh,
Minerals Commission.
Oh, the dinner come on. Why you are down for straight?
But we see on mine.
MPP so in the try.
Made your man down parade the any day.
Omo nyini fio.
On my down parade, police for me no mo say ye wo. Mpanimfo bi wo ma on my chair. Bi says that COP created. Yeah, said virtually 4 decades and I've moved for.
Now, John why na kufu ado ye the deputy.
I want
Kwaku Martin AEC.
AEC. So one basem menye. Every before no bother she said, "Why you traitor?"
Omo nyini fio.
And NDC for to say, "Why MPP ni ompamo no."
They say, "Abontie you ama, if you ama
if you nyini man."
If you
that was the asem na kai.
Oh my, ninja damn parent you
got him akwara be na be.
Now that's otena ho since your mama time first John time.
And MPP before by omantima pam no a.
Na the same.
Ada na dey mo pam no.
Second
say you onim na djuma.
Oh there we are that second John V said baby ade na
do. The comments pa I'm say en time no pa there. Na no ti papa say you see no.
It's ada no da so ti wo.
Akwede bi a we ne
obeko.
Odo bi a fine.
Oh my obeko.
Now let's put this in perspective. Maybe some more questions. Dampare yaw. But me musao. On a scale of 10, Omeman is saying the policy. The administration, Oman say. I got a damn police, then so bad. Damn pare. The subani to say a can't say, say outside gentility home cry. The subani binono. Yay, abonte so for nim, and then say for ni so dear, or yen fair me who say damn pare ye juba. Adia me who one who you say, or fans too much. Not social media no run it too much. Now say fans now. Among for the man and I and a decent say boys now or more from number quack Jumama Waba Beje fans no. I contana unfiomo. To the extent say a do baby crana promotion, police over here. Police promotion by issue power and time. Emma, a big crack court to no, any other ma court to no a director officers and said they should go back to the police council name. Why no more and share no more anchor once. I got police service in a day. Your baby or no more withdraw or promotion or set back say 2 years, we say 2 years, we say delay. So back 4 years or transfer. Like a do baby no almost fee say as an enquala be and oh peja masa and enquala rising tem. So who wabra and penimphobia or maternal service in Mocha
na nka mo promotions eduro no mo a wose nkoye de mo no o san mpanimfo no ho eko promote nkola no mene san nkola no mom aba be senior officers so mo na commande san mpanimfo no na kota adwuma bia wo be kombia no de watena mu ache or experience bi
qualify nya so qualify
nya so qualify
be san ho a
obi be san
ogun animu as
yes na kota police service na ho no nte se kan ni bi o ne omo koko school pa o
oh yes lawyers
koko school pa bi kuta
accountants
bi kuta PhD ni ade
na oda so sifa ko
na osumo boy no na wo asa wo mantiko saa edi omo kona asa mpanimfo no etete fa ko enti e ma asa
he made things personal mo obekai at that committee omo nyina ba akizu ni say waje police service na mo on fa buo mampani and on respected hierarchy.
Yes. So Emma so that kra no a obeka say bi say police promotion no enye automatic say 2 years na so chenchen o say me promote too na o say eba with the exceptional hwan ne the yes nim say police officers no your certain rank say be you free chief inspector na obeko ASP a okotro exams so hu akonta ne de wakosa ASP wono mo akonta nipa no pass ya wa pass your requirement nipa no qualify na o duly qualified say you promote no a akonta ma ne nko ne jan sa say me di bibi ba ba chechiro akonta police forward e bi say e bia yete ase ne ase amro ba bia fa bibi wa ha ne bia police ni no e bi kra nya ne duty o te bank bia no ne bia amro bes no watimi ase wabua apprehend omo ne ade sa officer no so odan sa suben bi say dia ye man promotion
because bibi to no wu a
and obi okra na in the line of duty etio kana yetimi
promote no say na oko ye hwe ekwan ye fa so no
it was so common
yetimi promote no by the time na say be ye ase owa say adini gunobo owa say o man fans kakra no je ma promote je ma promote oya there with the face of a police service especially headquarters so na osiesie ho no mo ene ade no
police TV
ni ade no but am for fee say no sen ko alla regional commanders no akota omo na represent to region nim iti omo asamnisi a
I had to say regional minister na asamasi na
mo
Felix Obosuko ati se hwe no wankasa no on information ibra no no koye press conference
iti nke bia me de the worst case we say nke bia Ashanti regional police commander asamnasi obia mo airlifting na concrete oti police TV no so na ebia other media men ma from mo
no man information
no man information no
because he's on the ground
no ebia no regional commander ebia mo na bank crime say ke address the media the akoso bia mo hu police TV no so for the life ni other commanders etene nchen na yefe dan some baka say on tra de en akota tika kire say me ka kire o so o kire mo
azante
well I mean say dam pare IGP bia ya obae wa bre pa want na so anche hu bia enso so wa bre o kai be beto ba no ko na do ko ba bi we can see the demeanor of the two gentlemen say I say ubia
as omunye fine
and now kai say koko border na do abaso wo time our police headquarters I died 300 and one so papa is the why say
so and maybe we could see say dan pare we brown administration one fan ahon so eno po da nchen ya approach phone mu maintain he is the only sitting IGP what is so edina fight finding commission about
yes
ninya na ne credibility was gradually being brought down and social media and seminar and somebody woni pani bia na defend no ne police need and kasa bi nye social media and but I think say he took it as normal thing be there and among the media crowd down pare the workings with the media no it was very selective you say down pare ministry journalist bi o mo kuma no
on few crowd
and journalist bi o why one man who say am pass we say and enye down pare nko previous administration some of them were doing all this thing but it was so much in the quiet down pare abre my because one also IGP though almost say na mampanyin dwumadie so betumi appoint deputy there, but the timing of the appointment of deputy IGP no deputy IGP no cry no in terms of service what my chair no it was all telling you say dampare na he ni obedience na IGP obedi ye no ho che na nkasa because ye kotoba look at direction directors by you see police for nko ye say a soldier for you say sanya no even me kwa na be kan na wa say ye kotoba 3 months or less na ye nte even is a national election task force kwa ni TV enema bi wana IGP ni bre but he thought say it was a position he has to acquire and on my idea ba kwatwa to IGP appointment ni say IGP we now we obi a president for no kra chirema nanka in terms of Venice obi a watire mu ache no nanka enu no so
yeah we told
yo onu okoto no kra be 5 years kra nsa na and onu danchen a sa Alex Mensa no sample for say IGP we say no one of the youngest IGP untin ka koye no I don't know say na man no nya sa adwumi sa sample for me you magu nchen na me amakope maburu bia no me ya adwuma and na akoso na all this intermediate way issue it will serve as a guide omanpanyin yi tetanyohunu because tetanyohunu in the policing as it stands now there yeah wono no obi a wa chen wo mu wa ya adwuma no wo fa ba bia obori ndin even so wonyenye me IGP ko obori ndin police fo na emu no metima kase we kwa na town ko ni kufi Boakye mo kra time na wo mu wa tell police ma che papa because kufi Boakye ko police no wonye pote
Boakye mo de ode ye kufi Boakye mo no
kufi Boakye on say or retire
Kofi Boakye na call retirement.
And retirement soon here. But where too much actually Kofi Boakye?
Because obi je say Kofi Boakye ye mane nko kira de. Ye mane nko maintenance.
Eno de mama njabo wotre. Na yenye Dr. Amakomba akra ne time soon here no wo pe ho amakra ya farmer no. Enye by force e mampanyi discretion.
No, but what I mean is police administration changes aya no mo ba also be our high say police aya changes most of the time na ebe ye punishment
yes ye ko chaplain
ebi we coach ebi we ko so onko di sofu kra
there be onyesi onko di won na ade be wura mu nyesi esikodi
there be one say it got to a point the police reshuffling no it became a sort of a punishment. It's the same
for senior officers no and then make say
it became a source of punishment
on say no e form no
you don't do that
e ba sa no omo say ye dey akraketo bia ba
I must see and the power policing in the night no me introduce you ye nyina no majority of the police were against him no any men no omo ne sre eni ni di asa ba no mu dwa no because almost all the moral bad to the barest minimum. Police in Libya and Bedin Komobia was it more. That was the word they were using. Akwawe Musa son of so obedience. The 3 more dinner. The audience on the name. How would police be blowing siren and facially opening themselves up to cameras, thanking God? So, my parents, your mama, Tio Musufre. A busy that. Ghana see IGP for na media no police officers in jubilate
but me use ade ba ko bia ba no twen omo yin di ye na se yi no ntra unze na that is what I think
our ye na se yi na wi
and that is major because our coffee ni to support
ejoma ye wi and on dina moment. All right, young comrade. When we come back, we'll look at Omanhene Yaw and some of our Kanfa SOEs. No, it's very crucial. State-owned enterprise. Yebedi honkomo. Papa. How they are manning our companies. Any animal also mutu, but the work can say it will be chem, obi guno, it will be privatized. No, it will also so our reform and emerging. No, we'll look at those words. And I'll pay Zinco, the Maria.
That penalty no. They are going to hold an emergency meeting about that penalty because you see FIFA, UEFA, omuchema on say penalty no okoba o na kan say no. During the 10 minutes no obo na say ya jutum. E call extra time. I say this time they look at intention adwene na wo de bobo na e bo apayo anase bia accident na na kan ya so FIFA is concerned because sadie e kosi no e ade a ha adwene
Manchester United almost qualify na you
oh I know I'm qualify almost share 4-1
that time no many abri bomb empire
almost qualify
we try first half 1-1 no but
okay see you
hat trick by Fernandes
no but that young man ono ne see Manchester United cry kuta
man you from Fernandes say oh almost say why immature
why
Bruno.
Oh yes.
Hey, big team.
Now Man United is Bruno
almost in the gestures on their field sometimes. Let them go. Would they go and speak
some? See, we got some throw. Roy Keane, Gromu containing Roy Keane.
Yeah.
Roy Keane, Manchester United.
Is
almost containing. Almost say Bruno.
Oh yeah, I can't.
Roy Keane and say Bruno. Manchester bomb match Kusiama wako charge the red card free. Ami ashe omo. Ono kura oye Manchester United legend Roy Keane.
Seven by a chance here. Na ya chance the free sports minister Honorable Kofi Idi Adams now the Zempi di atudwa na ninsama all can say ono de say ebrebia we do say Ghana eba na say ye broadcasting right now Emma ye local games na mechire Ghana agudie won se mekoso wa no afe eno Ghana Premier League no ana afe Division 1 and just other local games ni na brebia do say ye betimi yatre ya hiem se na be ya ye betimi so na wuram na mpono broadcasting right no yetimi so wuram na yenya adese TV rights awodo a just wo mu no wo modern bani adese woso se na be ye coverage no ebetimi akoye na mpono Ghana just si aka wa na o television so dem zampa normally dey pa yentie nkyeremu a Honorable Sports Minister Kofi Adams Adamai
expand broadcasting rights for local leagues, encouraging partnership with digital platforms to monetize Ghanaian sports content. In the global sports economy, sports media rights generate over $56 billion annually. This, I mean, a market Ghana can no longer afford to overlook. Our local leagues must become commercially viable, attracting sponsorships, high-quality broadcast, and packed stadiums. We are working to expand broadcasting rights for local leagues, encouraging partnership with digital platforms to monetize Ghanaian sports content. In the global sports economy,
yes, I know any some Honorable Sports Minister Kofi Adams to your name pay. You doing some edebana on infrastructure on the Ghana no. I call a various stadium na normal from Panina no. Or say almost the normal begua kwama ya jumatin sana be ya betima improve Ghana infrastructure no na be betima fan yentie no.
Completed a 50,000-seater Olympic stadium to boost its international sporting reputation. Ghana cannot afford to lag behind. We must modernize our sports industry, not just for the prestige, but for the economic opportunities that it offers. Sports tourism, broadcasting rights, merchandising, and youth employment.
Yes, I know, and then some sports minister, Honorable Kofi Adams, the 2 and pay. You're doing some Edemana former finance minister, Honorable Mohammed Amin, I did 2 just and Nanon Sama. I had this Ura Furnace, Honorable case at 2 force in the Kotuja Parliament. Now, or did 2 just I had this betting task, no. I had this Omu Ebe Defro, no say Omun Sam Rabium, no fun Chiremu, Ghana for.
You could interpret it to mean that betting is a subset of lotteries. And that is what the law says. Because the law defines betting from other forms of lottery. The law provides definition for betting and then also lotteries, which encompasses betting, games of chance, lotto, etc., etc. And so if you want to abolish betting tax, you have to be very clear about that, because you cannot use betting tax to generalize for tax on the other games of chances. So this was my confusion as well. Then also, in another vein, you could interpret it to mean that betting is a subset of lotteries.
Yes, I know, and some former finance minister, Honorable Mohamed Amidi, to Yadiman pay. Yet there was some at the bar, a wajumedition, former Ashanti Regional Secretary Chairman. Adama Kumasi Asante Koroko, your penny friend say or being such there. And or due to just since I had a Ghana Football Association, and she share my just say, oh, Kohe Boa na our Ghana Vero Center Biana, just say she shall with your Guaquamno. I just say, Elboa, just say Nipa Abako Stadium no. Unkwani adi na ya sure de bebo ho ban ama je se posifo na mo aka ina de sanse anu gu akwam ni na no wojire pa se since asanse no mu de adwuma no ube piem okumase baba era sports eduma omu de adwuma ye pa na wojire pa se sanse ni bitimi ko so pa ewo nsu atra bra nsu atraman enu kumase asande kodoko ebo a anka pole ebia anka ya hwere no.
So far the protocols is safety and security measures are moderate to hold park or so ebeboa, because they say you could see say police presence matches no increase instead of the number of modebano increase. Last match must say we could see say stance no munina na police no attitude they be because pole away. Se na security no edoso na stance no mu no mo ho a ka we nyina anye de kema after ni wo no na mpanyufo aye security measures na make say supporters and say we rested you be mu na de ye be tro say ye no e wo say we diso na edi asomdwe ebeba. Oh, make us say so far the protocols safety and security measures are moderate to hold.
No, some former regional secretary Madama Kumasi Asante Koroko, chairman of Ben Secretary to an man of Pedon some eba, and watching all the two enemies Kumasi Asante Koroko Bobokono, me Yama Tum Fuan, or Jitum Pass and Rebian so say, Yea, I better Tum Fuachinia Boa support no Sanabia, Kumasi Asante Koroko, Ebetima Fra Dum Aquadum.
Supporters in a team no beconany. My admin see a jam and nipa bako. What no quaya or bebre or saying by a support to near pushing Emma or Hanson Yaho or Dana or the best sponsor team. Let us get the supporters in a team no beconany. My admin see a jam and nipa bako. What no quaya or bebre or saying by a support to near pushing Emma or Hanson Yaho or Dana or the best sponsor team. Let us get the supporters in a team no beconany.
Wayne Sama, former regional secretary Madama Kumasi Asante Koroko, chairman of Ben Secretary to Yaniman of Pedon Sameba, na coach Kwaku Dansu, a coach Adama Becheminata, or the two just and Yamian Ukraine, Happy Anna Ghana Football Association, Diabana Buapa. Ama just a normal Timako in the world crowd here, or say a chakra and gets a fenet to one more da.
Long overdue because supporters no enjoy for mobile stadium no abehabo na che all because of a foreign league or and this kind of that in any didn't be by no the concentration in our foreign soccer no. So I was expecting say GF would have been innovative long ago that they are in league in which my fun and my culture and you will go on modern we have sponsorship in our doing and some money in our bomber. It means my league, I'm for your interest. So it's a step in the right direction. I make my cafe. A bit more, I'm a dinosaur, and I need a match. But they shouldn't be this alone. They should look at other idea, get mama or supporters napper, a better ball. So it's in the right direction for more.
Beche United coach Kwaku Dansu to Yaniman of Pedon some day, but watching no. And you say a national team call up, Yamian Ukraine, Teten Quadapa, Ajas and Kurano, so Monebono, there's a conca pan, oh, her name is nkode outiti o mi national team caller be it Black Stars and as be a Black Allies be no on betima na call up na
coach expectation obetini boy at the end of the day no didnya call up on national teams never it motivates you a lot kejumana wo ye no wo ye jumapa it be saying that they are bomb fire and then your Black Stars no one yet call up because social be team that team na was you know a youthful fight and Colano do something our wish is under 17 20 23 up to Black Stars it didn't call us my boys also Kenya exposure the way I see them kejumana ye jumapa.
Yes, and sama Beche United coach friends kwaku down so the two anyway nano pay ya don some mamo jimeden so na mamin fun to just na enya sam kotwa kra ya tete namza it is likely said the Black Stars of Ghana squad no ebetima betodwa ne eno latest etodwa se namza producers na aso da former just the gadan se bibia se the Black Stars of Ghana ya squad they bo Chad and afa Madagascar our World Cup qualifiers in the betima todwa na no pay ya don some mamo wojumeden so na mamin fun to just nyankopon ya adoma on se ochina enye fedi agrokra crowds of folk omu gina kono just omu any team friends dream service and a boy any University of Ghana Stadium agopa ho just nya agrokra na sa much onwume no nse na etodwa house of folk coach friends Abubakar Watara and they are to just omo you ready for dream service nyankopon ya adoma gina
achieve something. Every match have its reality. The boys are determined to play well, to do well, to trying to get the chances and all this. We respect them. It's one of the strong teams in this league. The serious this team have. From that, we take them seriously. We prepare well to come and face them, to get the better results for my team, achieve something. Every match have its reality. The boys are determined to play well, to do well, to trying to get the chances and all this. We respect them. It's one of the strong teams in this league. The serious this team have. From that, we take them seriously. We prepare well to come and face them, to get the better results.
No sama so for coach friends Abubakar Watara de tu enema and no pe don sama de mamna ye kan na sa match no on say happy no ebetodwa ho china ajasanya grokwa it is free entry no abesha 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. and 2 person wuram for free and now betima enjoy entertainment ebetodwa 3 to 4 p.m. and I bet me na answer na game ne because so the tennis yam fan to just udu wani chirema Ga East District Football Association under 17 zone 1 that's a game back because so anu na be cutting razor for the big gamer House of Folk and dreams as bet me dia boy no aye Medina Manchester United omo ane clan Matulis club and I bet me dia boy ne no aye wi no me ansa na sa game beto do omo wi a na fe House of Folk and dream service e dia boy ne anwume no nsi e de won sam emamo e wo dwumadeus na emfon to the Black Stars of Ghana say yegina kono ani Chad and e bo no and a Leicester City player Abdul Fattah Shaku dia to just Ghana fo nyina nyankopon ya do na say brand dura mometa o machi na momfa mo support ma o musana be ya o metim edi nkonim over Chad.
Hi, this is Isaac Abdul Fattah from the Black Stars team. I just want to say we have World Cup qualifiers coming in. I just want to say we still need your support and we are ready to fight for the nation as always, and we still need your support to get the victory, and we hope to see you all in the stadium. Thank you.
Yes, I know any sama Leicester City player Abdul Fattah Shaku de tu ene na no pe de won sam edema mo ne agina so na efisem eboabo anu na de sia ne amakwan ama latest intelligence aba na ama no nsem abo anu ina no or the atu anim live on Sompa TV, live on Sompa 93.1 FM on your radio, live on Sompa 93.1 FM on Facebook. Yes. Oh, on the squad no. Squad number about on the say
Argentina GFA you bibia as a controversy so be no more generate player will be. Oh, so when you ACL Omobi. So all companies here brother. You ba
so be support you be support the colleagues no. Once no nya available but is still part of the team. All that here. And then the latest so you available there. So you available and so you available no. Or a part of the team.
Or a part of the team.
Yeah.
Body
but Osila is part of the team. Also be support Ghana whatever he is. And latest we be so
okay. But I say yes, Cinco de Mario. Omanhene Cinco na what's your dear Fiscal no and the Abia pay ye tomorrow. And so to my life for Sompa 93.1 FM. Oko Facebook no so na follow. Now share now to message to the panel pay. You make can so to my we to so Sompa 93.1 FM on the Facebook no follow now share now to message to the bar or rest can you take contana. Ubanya Sompa TV. E wo take conta national for what to enjoy. Now for the Patoko YouTube no so Sompa TV no subscribe. Now to message to the panel pay. You make can you be assume to my some can talk no pay. You know, some to the breba and the Europa League, the run of your system, retaliate encounter. Manchester would do it. And this what to be taught. What about Pato de Tenesa, Bill Bobo Kuritafi, Wabochi Roma, Bobo Kurito, Mokamiasa, Wabotu Paco, Matt Julia Homos, Ecoda record, Enkable, Abrata Federico Williams, Epo 2 goals, Yuri Pachete, and Makupi Son of Bobo Koro, and on aggregate, with Pato Bobo Koro, Wabo Etmas and Nay, Roma Bobo Kura to Caribbeasa, and Bill Bobo Kura qualify to the next stage of the competition with Pato, and for Bobo Koro, Wabosto Pomadia to qualify, Wabochi Ayas, Amsterdam Bobo Koro, Etomokanai. Wabutu Paco, Bipia to Queen to my entry forward. The Pato says 2 on aggregate, the Pato enter for Bobo Koro, Pomata qualify, Waboko, Bipia to my Pato last year, Bobo Koro, Wabadi Victoria Person, as to the body, gave the Korea, a queer 1-1. Last year, Bobo Koro, Pomata straight to qualify, Emma Victoria Person straight to my Fremo, and for Olympicos Pyros, Bobo Koro, Wabu Shemiano, Emma Bottle Gripped at the Kerabako, they were Bottle Gripped, I qualify to the next stage of the competition. The part of the Tennessee Olympic Lena Bobokoro, Wabote Store Bucharest, Chobokanai, Waboswa Pomadia to qualify, Store Bucharest, Fremo, Manchester United Bobokoro, and then yes, a Ketokra, and all for no, and you brought you for Bruno Miguel Borges, Fernandez, Alba, Magnifico. And the show, the patron promoted to be for hat-trick or for 3 goals. And my Manchester United Bobokoro, and my brother for the Toko Taxera to Stockton Talo, Tono for the Toko Talo, and my Kupiso. And my Manchester United Bobokoro, and Manchester United at the Real Society Bobokoro, you may flip, and my Manchester United Bobokoro qualify to the next stage of the competition. The patron Rangers Bobokoro, what about the Tennessee, Wabosu to meet your faith for the party, and continue to the Camino, and my patron Rangers Bobokoro straight to my ocean. That's not for the party Bobokoro, first leg and to be Koso, also Rangers enter for the party to Mokamiasa, and to be patron the Tennessee, a 3-2. Aba bi patro bi piaso yetumi koye ata senya sam keto kronomom ba bi foto de sekebro ekoye 3-3 ata sta for the party Bobokoro promote na for mutumi share to first leg no ekoye 3-1 against for the party Bobokoro the penalties essential so for the party Bobokoro film Rachel Bobokoro Shemiasa aba for the party for Wobote Caribbean no timi patro atoroma unless na tiku etimi share the penalty no that's what they meant to koye after for the party Bobokoro aba Rachel Bobokoro Pomadia Yoma Fremu Etarika Crab and then Open Sompa Toromos Bobokoro Shemiasa Ezi Akma Bobokoro Tekerabako Toromos Bobokoro qualify to the next stage of the competition. The Patron Robocon firstly Kriba Sanko Bush Esemiano Emma Jaclonina Eswa Tomado Ocean Jaclonina Sompa Monday to qualify depending on the first leg and ultimate total Janka Bobokoro Pomodi Semesa Pofus, Esso Tuma Ocean to Yangated, Esso Tuma Pomodi Tuma qualify, Afe Lugano, Essenum, Emma be Patrostoje, Esso at the Cannibal at night, Emma be Patrostoje for Oba qualified to the next state of the country to be Patro, Ropi Vie for Oba Pomodi Semeno, Emma Barak Banta Luca, at the Cannibal to Ropi Vie, and Pomodi Tuma qualify, Charles Momo Kuresha Paco, a brother for the kingdom to be all. And the Tibetu Atano, and about Charles Momokono, FC Copia, Momokuris to Manoshe, Chance to qualify, Fiorentina Momokuris and Yesta, Panathinaikos taken Paco, and Fiorentina Momoko qualify, Legion was over, as well Pomodi to Mishabiano, Emma Monte, as well to Manoshe to Legion for, Wama qualified for Victoria Guamaras, Etofie, Rio Petit Momokuri Matini Chanakanai, what is well to Manoshe, I brought the team, and it's centric Bakambu, and Pomodi to be Portugal. As some gentlemen, Pataria Patti Momokono, already to the Anthony, and the Macupiso, and of a brother for the East Coast, and the Macupiso, and the Anthony shall go sent to me by assess, and know your brother for Anthony Tostatos Montes, or second Manchester United Momokono, or Bolo Deal, and the Tamario Patti Momokono, and to wait, and yet to some Pomotes to qualify to the next stage of the competition to win Kaka, and then a perfume matches Samotua, and this what to be terrible, yeah, went to Master Tomabosha. Now, brought you for the Bruno Miguel Podcast, Fernandez, El Magnifico, to the for the Bruno Fernandez, your player, Osaka, and the Manchester United Momokoro, but be for to the in the history of the UEFA Europa League, Wababe player with most contributions of goals in the competitions. I know I brought the day as to the Bruno Fernandez, me Patajuma, when I sweat to my year, and the Manchester United Momokoro, and Europa League, just a talk to Bruno, and not be your Bruno party, and so all Trafford, Manchester United, for and in Jenny, and your Toro Taratoro, and just a good talk to me, Patuma, for to the Mr. I brought your fellow, and your Bruno Fernandez, who a player in the history of the Europa League, where involved in a goals contributions for the club, and I brought your fellow Bruno Fernandez, my party, the tennis was 24 goals, and we provided 17 assists, our competition. And the class of West Yakai, and we are brought for the Bruno Fernandez, my patron, the Finasio to the bar. Then the patron came to the here, already to the Bruno Fernandez, Casaka, and I still felt to appear to come on Piate. Some patron question and say, send a more first year to the temper, and we get some Monteso, no way to the Sadia Pasta, and the Pasta, and you also, press also, and to still to be telephone, which are qualities a woman, and tell me what's up, and you pay to national, and I was what to be yet tomorrow, as to the Manchester United will qualify to the next stage of the competition to enter the place. That's it. Our commitment almost to be sure here. Our page so and we are brought for the Bruno Fernandez. The Finasio Sunepa. Now this is the brought for the Bruno Fernandez. But before to the Mr. was 15 goals and making 13 assists. And the time of Manchester United couldn't test it. 15 goals. 13 assists for Manchester United this season. And now I am brought here for the Bruno Miguel Podcast, Fernandez, El Magnifico. The Finasio here, that's what they pardon pay. Manchester United Momokono, Woman's Gamopo, our Europa League Cremo, Wamo, and Olympic Lene Momokono, no ready to the Rumpir Philippa Morimakas, to the Rumpir Morim Yamanager, and the Manchester United Momokono, already soon in Summer, that's what they are to constantly brought here for the Bruno Fernandez, and already so far. So come on, Piate. Say I brought you for Bruno Fernandez now. Just a boy, I'm a brought to the street to me with the titles. Now if I brought to the street to my boy, I'm a Manchester United Momokono. I street to me with the titles and two. I brought you for Bruno Fernandez now. I don't go when they enough. So bet me little Manchester United Momokono. No bet me win the trophy. Just as supporters, any place in there. It me come up nothing. Obako win the trophy. I street to Manchester United Momokono to the 8 already telling Rupert Philippa Morimakas. But it's Manchester United Momokono. Okay, why I am a part of Manchester United for most of the 8 committee passer voice and the future radio FCF4 MMA Yasa Kanafe Pipiaso Yatuma Patrol to the statistics our Europa League criminal Manchester United Momokono Yasa Club Pia as well to Manchester United Momokono as well Europa League criminal I am a part of Manchester United Momokono this is in Yama Wamos Wetumaya Ye went to Maswatama pay I'm a Piaso Yatuma life on the quoting super mekata, one star of life on the quoting super mekata, 93.1 FM, Facebook, Reswa, the patron, Sompa 93.1 FM. Now follow, now share, now to message to the pardon of pay, you make a castle tama, we have to show, already to line up, Andras, Messi, Cochitinio, I want to stay to the Poga Tomika, to the fellow Messi, Lano Messi, a player, the second by Itabi Momokono, that's a brought to the Copa, that's on the gamer, Itabi Momokono Kobaya, already to Lano Messi, Etimisha go, Etano Protest, Lano Messi, says a ghost, I was there, and when the professional career, I 853 goals, and I'm a part already to Lano Messi, I swear to myself, and when the professional career, and you must swear to and I'm already day, and the line no address Messi Cochitinio, I want to stay to the Poga Tomika, but since I'm a part of Lano Messi, Anthony Inter Miami Momokono was setting the 7 goals, and I take about Inter Miami Momokono, I am a part already day, and a lot of Messi, the finish here, that's the bar, you went to Masu to Mustafa, now I'm a part already day, as the Yostan Dos Santos, Marino Mario Felix, turn it off for the Yostan Marino, your manager, and the man for the part of Momokono, and was Obusase, and then what to find us to be total, I want your Budapest now, the part of the part of Momokono, that's a Roma Momokono, that Mono coach, Okosia Stabia Momokono, the part of the Kosia against referee Jeffino, and tempted the UEFA pay for, Omo Palestine, and that's the part of the Tesu football was then no power penalty course. I want to do to be total. The part of video assistant referee and the referee Jeffy, I should be rubbing for the part of Momokono. I was watching one just here. You get to also to be qualified to the next stage of the competition. And question for the part of Momokono, number again Rangers Momokono, and he has to be the part already to be Jose Marino, monitor. I should tomorrow for the part of Momokono, one more ten of person number 2. The part of Mommy, I brought you for the Bruno Fernandez. The part of hat-trick no bueno, born at Tomano. Tẹ̀lé yàtúrò wọ̀ hó mi ní nípa kúrò wọ̀ kyerẹ́ mi pàtó sáńkyé wei ẹ̀wọ̀ abúlé fún Bruno Fernandes ne bọ́ọ̀ ní yẹtí máa nínú mi pàtó mi ní nípa kúrò wọ̀ kyerẹ́ yẹ na nínú pàtó inscription ẹ̀wọ̀ bọ́ọ̀ nínú ẹ̀yẹ sẹ̀kẹ́tọ̀ kura na ọ̀pá tẹ̀ sẹ́ how much did you pay the referee nípa wọ̀ kyerẹ́ sáà ẹ̀nkyẹ́ wei kú bọ́ọ̀ nínú ọ̀bùsọ̀ abúlé fún Bruno Fernandes ẹ̀ sìkásí ni òtún ẹni máa referee náà ẹ̀sọ́ ẹ̀tìmìtì. Aye politics I want to about Manchester United Momokono, Emma Manchester United Momokono, Real Sociedad, Echamo, Ekanai, Wamotumo Bako, into way, I inscription on the ball, the patron ball way, and you do my planting for the Bruno Fernandes, or ball hat trick, and we have Podimo, and some Manchester United Momokono, and you reported on the pay, and also bar, you want to master to Momo to so life for Sompa, 93.2 for no follow, now share, now to message to the pardon of pay, you make a castle to my way to so, get him start, Oku Manchester United Momokono, so yeah, already to Rupin Philippa Morima Cass, to know for Rupin Morim, and your manager, and to Manchester United Momokono, since we went to Manchester United, me patron player Pakwa, the name Bruno also compare so the player number, I am brought here for the Giovanni Quenta, or second most sporting sleep in Momokono, now Manchester United put the front promoters compare so much I brought you in the number, St. Charles Momokono, and to my friend, and then me patron sporting sleep in Momokono, and to my negotiating, I'm a brought here for the Giovanni Quenta, the patron for the picture into TV, so. Nothing yet to me, and I brought to make it was of no. Me patrons in put for the sporting sleep before, and to my family agreement. I'm a brought to the Quay in the medicals, and so to my chance to Momokono. There is a saying that we are to July 2026, and I brought to the Giovanni Quenta Channel, or second of sporting sleep in Momokono, and bet my ready. Not for Mama started in Jenny, what I chance to Momokono to chase for, what I brought to the Giovanni Quenta, or second, that the sporting sleep in Momokono. I am a patron. Momokono, most of them are brought for Bruno Fernandes. Now, Bruno Fernandes, my main friend to the Mr. Yetinia, one time on Pato Saints for making a debut. And about Manchester United Momokono way, I am a Patankura. abrante for Bruno Fernandes suetmenti edema Manchester United bobo kuno 276 matches and abrante the swap edema Manchester United bobo kuno me pato in terms of goals and assists the contribution for Manchester United bobo kuno Caesar office sporting CP ebesi akai edema Manchester United bobo kuno was 92 goals were making 79 assists 171 goal contributions for Manchester United bobo kuno Caesar abrante for Bruno Miguel Boakye Fernandes Magnifico also making a debut edema Manchester United bobo kuno no aya abrante for Bruno Fernandes the finish so here that's the bar me patro MCL Chelsea got already to the community Enzo Maresca the voice na radio now come on that two team so no fear to enjoy already to the Enzo Maresca patro say we try the last 4 games Chelsea bobo kuno bar Chelsea bobo kuno keep 3 clean sheets am patron the team stable bako we want to consider go na patron the tutor say na me atuma Sunday last header against us the bobo kuno as the international break ratio to bar about the start the patron the international break abrante for Nico Justin and for non interested Madoke tukuno so 2 players when return we besti kai enso to Chelsea bobo kuno Frankie Jones who renew the contract and from Barca bobo kuno Barca form and appointed the metro transfer already to the Nakapina Barca and put for Tono number patron abrante for Marco Andrea Stegen report on the pay me steka patasa na me atuma in the mountain oba statue nemom say comedy system Barca for and abrante for Marco Andrea Stegen bar this already came and Thomas Vulture Sessini. Woman, that's what you know. If you went for Champions League squad anymore, and your reporter on the pay, Mensaka Al Hilal Bobo Kono, Wobo Pabronte for the French Van Dyke, and of Ora, and the Tin Wama Salomusakai, and the Mali for Bobo Kono, me patron picture Mama Tochasa, and let it come out to first support Tabako, or Cotinta so, and you go ready to the Tibu Nicola Makotua, to the for the Tibu Kotua so, and on a reporter on the Pemesaka, ask the Bobo Kono for for the Rostari, Bible to Bobo Kono, also Pabronte for Nico Williams, or second about Bobo Kono, Tony Kaka, and on a Pemesaka, Naman Patomi the feet away, and the chat MCR, Momo Matana for more feet away, and from 2 team in the show, now me Pato Oko Gaza, Israel, and the Gaza and Papa the show, Bomba Woton, and Tokowoto Nekoso, now so none what I'll let you come out to Bobo Kono Pedino, Omutan Tokonoko, Eman Patobon. And the most support, and so the Mariama to Bobo Kunabra, Abrante for Antonio Rutica, and not the last goal, and so Nataba, a Yargama to Bobo Kunabra to football qualifier to the next stage of the competition, who should TV this one. Oh no, Yama off. Gas and pepper so me patron light and yatuma na so to me for commission et me promotion game no wadaruma me patron yama off there na so wo to me share game no na yama to me ko qualify no oko Gaza when you me see here. Yes, and Tintoko Koso, Yama light of there, National Catanista, and Peripheral Patches of Massa, Womania Brain, Omo Brejuma, I was able to be supported Yaman to Mobo couldn't tete, Madonna, they see Omanhene Yaw and Boakye Abia. Sompa 93.1 FM, our Facebook also, now follow now share, Rescue Tikotano, as well TV, so na enya the partner Sompa TV, and now for the partner Sompa TV on YouTube now subscribe now to message in the bar, Adeakye Abia, Omanhene Yaw do Boakye Abia, Siabonga, Ashanti.
There's nothing worse than your multi-bet missing, but nothing better than having it saved. Bet Saver.